It's February 18th and Independence Day returns to remind the nation of the long journey towards self-determination heralding the Gambia's sovereignty in 1965. Over 300 years under British rule, most Gambians had already felt self-governance was long overdue at the time. But even after achieving autonomy, the Gambia had to wait until 5 years later, in 1970, to become a republic after a referendum was conducted, ushering in Saraure Jawara as the first president. February 18 remains crucial for the people as a moment of remembrance and stock-taking, reflecting on the nation's difficult and challenging history.
It is very important we take up on ourselves. We are responsible of ourselves, not colonial. We come to our own senses, have our culture, have our everything within our own self.
61-year-old today, which is very good for Gambians because we have our liberty, we have our freedom, and now Gambians have their freedom now.
For some Gambians like Amadou Koli, this day is even more significant in reminding Gambians of the great efforts the founding fathers and the nationalists put up to lead the country to independence. The teacher at the Kampamalo Basic School led his students to Makata Square in Banjul this morning to participate in the annual event.
It is very important for us to manage ourselves, have our own president, National Assembly members who are willing to decide for the well-being of this country. It also remind us, the people, like some of the stakeholders, people like Edward Francis Small, Sir Dauda Kairaba Jawara, who really fought for us to see that at least we grace this fruitful event.
In a country where politics sometimes tends to cause divisions amongst the population amid different affiliations, a day like this serves as a shared avenue for citizens to reflect on unity, a factor upon which self-governance was premised.
Today is the day when Gambia had their independence. So to celebrate that, to come all together, all of us, to interact and see so far what development we have made, achievement we have achieved, and then we come together and then forge ahead.
As the last British West African colony to receive independence, the Gambia's ability to steer its own affairs was largely doubted due to its size and lack of resources. But against all odds, the country proved it could, registering growth in both its economy and current status as a sustainable democracy.
We can decide for ourselves. We can decide for our education, decide for our judiciary, we can decide for our economy, we can decide for our everything. Everything is in our hand. It's up to us now to lift ourselves up.
Our freedom, we don't take it for granted. We have to support the country. You don't have to love the president, but you have to love your country. That's part of the nationalism. When you love your country, you don't wait for the government to do it for you.
Whilst independence had given Gambians the freedom and liberty to decide for themselves, bringing advances and developments that truly reflect the needs of the citizenry, sustained progress remains slow in some sectors. Ousman Saidykhan, GRTS News.